Alright lads, finally done it. Midland Premier League champions. How's it feel?
Good.
Yeah.
It's, I don't think you ever get used to winning trophies. Obviously we sealed it last week, but it's nice to get our hands on it again. I'm pleased for everybody connected to the club really, and I'd like to thank the supporters as well. I think that's important. Decent turnout again today. I think it's slowly but surely. I think the attendances are getting better and better, and I'm pleased that we've signed off with a victory, 3-0 victory, some good goals as well.
Yeah, I think the season probably can summed up for me in sort of like three parts really. First part, we didn't really get off to a good start. First 10 games, won 3, drew 4 and lost 3. 13 points out of the first 30, which sort of put us, I think, below halfway. So, any reason do you think for that poor sort of start?
I think there's probably a bit of a hangover from last year's efforts. Taking Hereford right to the wire was a good achievement really with the financial cap that they've got. And I think at the start of the season we partly put down to that, so a bit of a hangover there. There was some changing personnel, sort of October time, and that really kicked us on. The lads that came in did really well, gelled really well with the lads that were still here. And they really kicked us on, and that started off a really good run where we played some really good stuff, so we scored some really good goals. And that put us into the situation for that last 6 weeks of the season and put us in charge. We didn't play particularly well for the last 6 weeks, but we dug in and we showed a side to us that it's not our natural game. I think you look back at for me the Calcer game was a big game, a difficult place to.
Well, I'll comment to that in a second because I'm going to talk about some sort of big games. But I say after that sort of relatively poor start, I said we then for me hit the sort of second phase, which 25 games, we won 22, drew 2, and lost only 1, and had 17 clean sheets. Now for me that was obviously the big sort of turning point, and you touched on it really with new players coming in really, and that sort of gelled, and for you that was sort of the turning point really. So then,
yeah, definitely for me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I say sort of the last 7 games of the season we've sort of stuttered, but we've got over the line, and but I think we paved the way really in that sort of 25 game and then gave ourselves a bit of breathing space really.
We do try and get it down and play. We try and play the right way. I think the pitch is obviously drying out. Probably had a little bit of a bearing on the way we've had to play the game and change the way we play a little bit. And to be fair to the lads, they've done well in taking them changes on board. And like Rich said, the Calcer one specifically, where we had to pick up a lot of first and second balls and compete and go that little bit more direct, was one of the most pleasing performances for us in recent weeks.
And with the start that Westfield's made, obviously winning the first 10 out of 10 on the bounce, and then Town looking very strong, and then Kozo looking strong. When, in your opinion, did you feel that the title was there for the taking? What sort of stage of the season?
Well, we drove with Shawbury 1-1. Well, me and Rich were very much the same. We could be 3-0 up with 5 minutes to go, playing against 9 men, and we still think that they could get a draw out of it. So I think our glass is definitely half empty. So we took nothing for granted right up until the wire. Plenty of sleepless nights, but all worth it in the end. Now we've got the trophy again.
And just looking at the season, sort of in the 2 games and we played against everybody in the league, who, in your opinion, gave us our toughest games?
Hina for me.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Hina early doors here, and then the draw away. That was a good point away from home for us. We were 2-0 down, not playing very well, and they were playing very well.
I thought we were probably, in both games, I think we were probably fortunate to get points. Yeah. But then, that shows great character to our lads, especially to come from 2-0 down in the away game. It showed a different side to us again, and showed the right character, which we had questioned at time, don't we? It was the time because we were going very, very well at that time. We was on a very good run and we were winning games, and we still questioned what's going to happen when we go behind in the game, and that was the case. We went 2-0 down at half time. To be fair, we made a couple of changes at half time, and tweaked a few things, and I think we probably deserved it in the second half to get something out of the game. But yeah, I think it's a strong league, very, very strong league.
Now, in terms of, I'm not talking about the most important win. I'll comment on that in a second. But in terms of the performance of the season, best performance of the season, what in your opinion was that?
There's been a few. I thought we were very good here against Westfields and Coleshill in two big games we needed to win, because obviously you mentioned at the start that they'd had Westfields in particular, and if we don't go and beat Westfields here, we probably fizzle
19
out.
Points then, weren't it? I think they'd gone 19 points.
Yeah.
We were the first side to take any. We was the first side to take anything from the games, including obviously their FA Cup games as well. So that sort of perhaps put a little bit of seed doubt into their minds as well.
And the worst?
Boldmere away.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Boldmere away, I think. Yeah.
We weren't particularly good against Coleshill either. A couple of weeks ago.
Most important win of the season?
Again, you're probably looking back to the Westfields game.
Westfields.
They were steaming ahead with it, and we had to win. So it was a big pressure game.
It was a good game for us.
I think the one advantage that we had, we never lost belief. The lads never lost belief that we could win the league, even with the poor start, even when Westfields were marching ahead. We still felt, and the players still felt, that we had that running us.
And the Calcer and Lye games are also pretty big games, weren't they?
Yeah, Lye away, yeah. The one where it was not pretty at times, poor pitch, and we had to grind it out there, and Evo's pulled a couple of good saves off. It's an important time for us. Yeah, and obviously, we went into the game. There was no Josh March at the time. He was injured, obviously, and so there was all other factors as well, weren't there?
Yeah, and just looking ahead now, obviously, I think the probability more than likely is that we'll probably go into the Iverstick North Division 1 South. That's not been confirmed yet, but it's probably likely. How do you think the team will fare next season in that time? You've been there before, so
the most important thing is, from our point of view now, is getting our preparation right for the cup final. Before we've even given the Iverstick any thought, there's a very big game. We've obviously got a game on Wednesday in the JW1 Cup semi-final, and then for me, the League Cup is the biggest game that we've got now, the League Cup final, and getting the lads prepared for that is forefront of our minds really. That the Iverstick's a long way away. We'll have plenty of time to prepare for that. So that's really just our focus at the moment, is making sure that we're right come May the 15th.
Okay. And I say, outside that, looking, I mean, are you sort of fairly confident in keeping the sort of squad together, the players that you want to?
We hope so. Again, this season's not over, so we will be sitting down with some of the players in the next week or so, and briefly touching on next season. But at the same time, we don't want to be looking too far ahead, because there's still football to be played this season, important games. Potentially, we could go and win 3 trophies this season, which would be an amazing season. And
on a personal note, excellent news for the club that you both committed to the club for another couple of years. So you're obviously looking forward to the challenges ahead.
We are. We're delighted. It didn't take us long. We met the chairman Monday, and we made our minds up. Everything was sorted. Tuesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
And we made our minds up pretty much straight away after speaking to the chairman. It was a very quick process. We were happy with what the chairman and Simon Levy had said, and we're delighted. It gives the club a bit of stability, we hope, and we will continue doing what we normally do. We'll work hard. And I think it's fair to say we don't want to look too much ahead of next year just yet, like Pete says, but we've got some good players, players that have played in the Iverstick and above, So I think it'll work out. It's looking promising for the future.
Okay. Well, on behalf of everyone connected with the club, thank you for a terrific season. As you say, it's still not finished. Still not finished. Hopefully, we can get the league and cup double, treble if possible. But
one thing we'll say about the JWL Cup is the cup final being on the 23rd of May. It doesn't give us much rest period then for the close season, and the lads that have been with us for quite some years now have played in this JW Cup final twice and got to the semi-finals last year. That reduces down on the rest period for the lads, and the rest is as important as the pre-season they get going into the new league. So, you know, for any supporters that are watching, it's not, I'll be totally honest, the JW Cup final, not being disrespectful to that at all, because it's a fantastic final, but at the same time, we will have one eye on next season if we get to the cup final. So that's got to be taken into account.
I think we have to do that because it's a long, hard season. We ask a lot of the players, you know, they've got full-time jobs, and we train week in, week out, twice a week with a good intensity. And they've done now pretty much 4 years of solid football, both mentally and physically. They need a break, and that will be important for them.
Sure. Well then, boys, well, I say well done, congratulations to everyone involved. It's been a terrific season all round. Enjoy the nights, enjoy the evening, and get us the double.
Yes, definitely. Make it a double.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Even get the doubles, yeah, actually.